All right, there we go. Hey, if y'all don't mind, could y'all go ahead and invite some people? Jacayla, can you go to the group me, the Black and Black Round group me, and tell everybody to go on to log in?
Sure.
And there, could you put the link in that that meetup group you have? So everybody, y'all can go to Black on Black Ryan Poetry Group and share the Zoom link from there. I mean, share the live from there. I just posted it on Black on Black Ryan Poetry Group. So we're gonna start. Everybody do that one time. Go and invite your people. We're gonna start in 1 minute and 55 seconds. No, we're gonna start in 1 minute and 45 seconds. So get your poem ready. Go and get your water. Get your poetic voice on. Let this thing happen. Bugsy, did you try to share it on your page?
Oh, I shared it everywhere. I shared it
No,
in inbox. I shared it outbox.
No one talking about the live.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about right now.
yeah,
So you can see it and everything straight on it?
yeah.
All right, I was just making sure. Let me share it now.
It says 8 live Keith Rogers Zoom.
All right. Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Peace and blessings.
Chase said, "What's up?" You don't know him yet. We're gonna get this thing in pop. This is our first Black on Black Ryan virtual show. I'm sitting here holding my phone like I'm talking on the phone. I'm supposed to be holding up to the camera. This is our first Black on Black Ryan portrait show of the new year. You know, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have happened in this new year. So one time for us, because if you're seeing this video or on this Zoom call, that means you are a survivor. So keep breathing and keep living. We're gonna start this thing off tonight with let me see who can go first. Who want to go? Anybody want to go first? Want to volunteer?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Who said that?
Nick.
Now, Nick, you're not just doing one poem. You go first now. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that.
All right. Well, first, this is one of our features 2 months ago. Mr. Nick Austin. Y'all keep love Nick Austin. All right. Well, first, this is one of our features.
All right. Oh, let me turn my camera on. Cool. And of course, I'm rocking the Black on Black Rhyme t-shirt. Make sure you get you one if you ain't got one yet. But yeah. Why is it my responsibility to make you a better white person? It is not the job of the oppressed to teach their oppressors how to stop oppressing them, to stop arresting them, swallowing them whole and digesting them and breaking them down with their acids and convincing the masses that the person doing the eating and the person being eaten are somehow equal. They don't even believe that we're somehow people. It's been that way since way back in the day. They lied and said racism died with desegregation. In reality, it's been passed on from generation to generation like a hand-me-down. They convinced us that receiving welfare is only considered a handout if the hand is brown. And you can kill a man in cold blood and still claim self-defense as long as the man is brown. But there's royalty in my blood. So I know you only spill it because you can't stand my crown. If you ever try to confront me or any of my loved ones and try to stand your ground, I'm not standing down. I will make it my mission to put you in the same position that Sandra Bland was found. This 6 years later, still hashtag say her name. This shit is my reality. It is not a game, even though it's called life. The United States of America will never be all right, long as you racist motherfuckers keep trying to make it all white, and we could do this all night. And no, before you try to tell me that you can't be racist because you only fuck black women or black men, or you got a bunch of black friends, or you saw Black Panther 5 times in a movie theater, so there's no way that my black skin could ever be something you would hate me for. I need to know, what kind of fool do you take me for? You might not be a racist, but I'm sure you know plenty. For every 10 good white people you know, I'm sure you know 20 of the bad ones. You might not be a racist, but your dad's one. Or maybe it's your mother or your brother. Or maybe somewhere there's a black boy being held behind bars, being held without bond because your sister said he forcefully kissed her or whistled at her or groped her, even though he's only 9 and the surveillance footage said otherwise. So yeah, maybe you just know one of those other guys that tell the other lies. You know, Barbecue Becky, Permit Patty, Corner Store Caroline, because historically minorities can't touch white women or else it's hammer time. So they see black people in public having fun as a problem. And the solution is to call 911 to stop them. And then they had the audacity to play the victim when the cops come. Stop twisting the facts and resisting the stats and treating me like a criminal when my only crime is existing while black. You never keep that same energy for the white boys. So your fake huffing and puffing ain't nothing but white noise. Make the right choice. Stop remaining silent in situations where your voice is vital. Remaining idle makes you just as liable. Your fingers are just as guilty as the ones pulling the trigger. Your lips are just as complicit as the ones calling me nigger. There'll be no invitation to the cookout if you don't look out for the ones on the grill. No to-go plate if you don't show face at the marches for the ones getting killed. Fuck how you feel. And fuck what you gotta say. Actions speak louder than words, so you gotta show me today that you're truly one of the good ones. Or else, I'll just have to consider you one of the bad guys too, because white tears and white fears don't matter more than black lives do. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
So, so did you have your product?
Oh yeah. Appreciate that. Thank you. I do have product. I have a book out for sale. It's been out there for about a year or so now. It's on Amazon. You can follow me on Instagram at Nick Austin Poetry, and the link in my bio takes you right to it. Or you can just go straight to Amazon. It's called Voices in My Bed by Nick Austin. And then after you order it, you still go to Instagram and go ahead and follow me. Support me and whatnot. I'm always posting stuff on there for different events and stuff. But yeah, check it out. And if you ever need any graphics done, flyers, logos, stuff like that, I got you. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I like that poem. All right, next on the mic we got Jakayla. She will actually be our feature next week as well. So y'all show us some love for Soulflower.
Hey y'all. Let's see. I'll just do my signature piece. Reasons to smile. For countless nights dreaming of freedom, midnight walks to ease the mind, stirring up pots of black-eyed peas, rice, and okra, burning my soul, racing against Father Time while Mother Nature transforms my soul with her cleansing fire. I think somewhere over the rainbow. Halfway down the yellow brick road of sorrow and pity, I grew tired of feeding negativity for the day I chose to free myself from mental captivity, no longer a slave to the Black struggle, realizing that our true fight is internal for frozen laughter melted with inverted kisses, discovering the secrets of self-love, leapfrogging back 10 years to hug the 10-year-old crying in the closet, recording mother's screams, my Southern Victorian African queen, silently swallowing abuse to gift us the father she never had for needy parents of peach cobbler were baking with grandma, savoring every bite as she recounted the family's history with her Southern, sultry Virginia drawl, polishing her pristine melanin figurines and teaching me Caribbean cuisines that survive the Middle Passage. Identity hidden in my voice box, shipped to the US and wrapped in Kikongo, Kisizulu, Patois, Creole, the Queen's English, y lenguas de Hispanohablantes países. For the gift of three wise men, born in the same womb, to whom I owe my love and adoration of the divine masculine, both respected and feared for their physical and spiritual strength. For the city of oaks and azaleas, county adorned with mulberry trees that shouldered the lynchings of those long ago, waving at woods, protecting the spirits of runaway slaves hidden among plantations disguised as parks. For the many ministers and preachers who taught me the only form of spirituality they knew, buried in Christianity, but nodding toward a history of Africa across the blue. For expired bonds that taught me bitter lessons of boundaries and liberating love, starving to death ego's addiction to control. I smile, remembering that trouble don't last always, and without the rain, I wouldn't appreciate the Sundays that carry me toward that tender place of inner peace, where pain takes a backseat to love of life. Only took me 21 years to get it right, while the next 21 years will be a different fight because I will never forget my reasons to smile. What are yours? Back talk.
All
All
back.
back.
Thank you.
Call back.
Listen, as far as things that I have coming up, I'm releasing my first book on the 30th, which is next week. It's called Metamorphosis. Two of my editors on here right now. Nick didn't mention he does editing as well. He didn't mention that, but he also edits books. Um, releasing my first book on the 30th. It's called Metamorphosis. It is part poetry book, part memoir, a story of my becoming into an adult, into a Black woman, but also the story of our people becoming here in the United States and our story of identity and how that's weaved into our process of becoming human collectively and individually. I also have my own business called Tashetta Speaks. It is a hub for all of your writing and editing needs, writing, editing, consulting, and tutoring. So hit me up. I have a website. It is up and running. So that's what I have. And I'll be featuring next week. So shoot back next week for some dope poetry.
Awesome.
That's what's up. I see some future features. I see the son I got on here. He just released a book. Some of you, well, a lot of y'all probably, well, I ain't gonna say that, but I shared him on my page. He had a show on Tuesday, and I shared it on my page. So he's on this call, and he's gonna be featuring soon. He don't know it yet. That's how I do it, man. I won't ask him. I tell him. You know what I'm talking about? It is advertising. Make this money. What's up, the son?
What's going on? What's going on?
Man, I caught the last 2 minutes of your show the other day, but I went back and played it. Like the whole show. I really enjoyed. I hadn't heard church in so long. Like, oh my God, I remember I used to go to church. But I enjoyed that, man. It was refreshing.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that.
And then the poems with the haiku in them. I said, okay, that's some more clever stuff right there. And I forgot the young lady name that went. Oh, what's the poem? I'm gonna have to go back and play it again. But she did something that was impressive as well. I should have wrote it down. I said, I'm gonna try this. But I enjoyed it. But we're gonna get you on later if you want to go up. But right now we're gonna call up Mr. Derek. Derek, standing for Derek. Where you at?
I'm right here, good people. I'm actually Keith, I'm gonna call it audible. I'm gonna have one of my graduations perform.
Go ahead.
All right. Hello, you ready?
Yeah.
Ayana, she gonna do her poem. You got the way. Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay. The poem is called Royal Roots. Royal Roots. They told me my history begins in slavery, and I know that's not true. But I can read. I picked up some books and I found proof. And what I discovered was more magical than proof. It amazed me. I'm sure it would do the same thing for you. First, I read about Mali and its king Musa, and how he was the world's most wealthiest ruler. Then I picked up another book about leader Shaka Zulu, whose story needs to be told on Netflix and Hulu. Next, I wanted to find out a history of a person who looked like me. Then I discovered a ship to a woman who was king. She ruled in one of the greatest dynasties. I think cakes.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
But I want to watch my video. I don't want to mess it up.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what I was on. Let's start over.
Go ahead.
Royal Roots. They told me my history began in slavery, and I know that's not true, but I can read. I picked up some books and I found proof, and what I discovered was more magical than proof. It amazed me, and I'm sure it'll do something for you. First, I read about Mali and its king Musa, and how he's the world's wealthiest ruler. Then I picked up another book about leader Shaka Zulu, whose story needs to be told on Netflix and Hulu. Next, I wanted to find out the history of a person who looked like me. Then I discovered a Shepside woman who was king. She ruled in one of the greatest dynasties that the world has ever seen, and for that she'll be forever special to me. Then my daddy named his first dog Imhotep. I asked him one time, I said, who in the world is that? He said Imhotep was a world first multi-genius. He's responsible for the step beaming that's still seen in Egypt. This is not the contribution that made people in the bravery. But we got to stop telling the lie that meant they began slavery. And we forced to work long days and nights to change the shackles, slave with the master. But for thousands of years, my people ruled amazing castles well before me and you. So when they said my history began in slavery, I know that's not true, but I can read. I picked up some books and I found proof. And what I discovered was more magical than proof. That we have royalty and bloodline because we have royal roots.
Yeah.
Queen, amazing, amazing.
Okay, Queen Ayana.
Okay,
All right
Miss, I'm
now.
gonna start over and rock that thing. That's what I'm talking about, Ayana. With your royal roots.
She talking about her brother was watching her TV show, so she had to regulate.
I seen him looking over there. But there, I mean, just because you're one of your greatest seeds, that don't mean the tree ain't finna bear some fruit too, right?
All right.
Life is like a Rubik's cube, and I don't want to be rude. Gonna hit them people with some soul food. Get it out, kid. Get it out.
She asked me, what is black on black rhyme? I replied, it's the opposite of black on black crime. Drop the C, but we push positivity and we provide a lot of energy. We follow a set core beliefs and we don't give a man food, but we teach him how to eat. But we feed if he in need. We got rules, we pay dues, and we do follow a system. Then I thought of all the lives black on black rhyme saved. So it's safe to say that black on black rhyme is a religion. When I'm down, confused, lost, I write. Instead of confessing to a prayer box, I head to an open mic to get some upliftment or to ease some tension. If I practice Hinduism, I'd head to the holy temple for the same symptoms. When I say back talk, that's equivalent to can I get a witness? You giving sermons, it's the same thing as me spitting. Shaking shakers, it's the same thing as catching the Holy Spirit. I proclaim being a poet after y'all claim being Christian. That was my first time stepping into a venue and my spirit got lifted. Instead of psalms, we got limericks performing our lyrics. Traded proverbs for haikus. Drop more knowledge than a brain slipping from pockets of professors at the top college. I get blessings when y'all scream rewind. Hit the crossroads, pulled out a pen and wrote. Wrote messed up words, crossed them out and kept going. Once stepped in David's shoes, my sling broke, I kept throwing. And when I found poetry, simultaneously I found glory. Started out with a small level of confidence and I kept growing. Now I'm here and it's the realest shit I ever wrote. And if you decided to steal my poem, it'll be the realest shit you ever quote. Open mic doors to me are heaven's gates. Please let me in. I don't care if there's only one person in the audience. Please let me spit. I'm content. Tried the crowds ain't never fit. Everyone has their own genesis through penmanship. The day I joined Black on Black Rhyme is the day I went through deliverance, told my story. Even when it was boring, y'all listened. First time hitting the stage, I felt christened. Fell in love with a life with no 401ks and pensions. If you're a poet, you know the true meaning of riding around and getting it. Notebooks and matching pens on every Christmas wish list. I live in the present, so I know that I'm gifted. Brainstorming has become one of my sixth senses. I pay to come to open mics and y'all pay attention. Black on Black Crime does the killings. Black on Black Rhyme does the resurrections. And to those who fill the seats, thank y'all for receiving the message. Thank you for allowing me to be in your presence. So in return, I bring gifts, stories of my real life, not fables. Tap your arms, I'm dope like Kane, and to rock a stage, I'm able. These are the reasons I do what I do. I respect all you, Jews, Muslims, and Christians, but Black on Black Rhyme is my real religion. Thank y'all for the opportunity to serve. It's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be with y'all tonight. Before Keith even asked me, I already know he gonna ask me, so I'm a published author. I have a book called Life is Like a Rubik's Cube. It's showing people how to solve the twists and turns of life. I actually host personal development sessions around Life is Like a Rubik's Cube. And I'm thinking about starting a class, a platform. I'm teaching parents how to teach their kids. And my daughter, she's 6. She memorizes. She got a couple poems memorized. She can do algebra. She's doing 3-digit math. She playing chess, solving Rubik's cubes. My 4-year-old son can read. He can add. People been hitting me up about classes around that, so I'm thinking about jumping into that round. But thank y'all for the opportunity to serve.
That's what's up.
They also help people publish books. Y'all gotta start saying all y'all blessings, man. There.
Keep you want folks to read their whole curriculum vitae. He want folks to read their whole resume. God, yeah, but yeah, I've published my book. Have some folks publish some books. We in the process of really just trying to figure out all the ways, all the skills, and all the traits and all the talents that God gave us. Hey, likewise, boys. It's a pleasure to see you again, King. Hopefully you can make your way back to Tallahassee so we can shut up that trash talking y'all up here telling these lies to these folks.
Yeah, you don't let me get old. Now you want to talk trash.
I'm still nice.
Yeah,
Still get this work.
I ain't talking about my personality, but I'm talking about my skill set and my body. I'm gonna exercise. Give me a few months, Derek. Give me a few months. Told them young boy about talking shit without tissues. That's why they got all them issues. But next on the mic, we got the Sun. What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on? Hold on 1 second. Let me get situated.
And while we waiting on that, y'all, poets, please push your cash out in after you perform in case somebody want to donate to the cause. Please put your cash out in. The Sun, I see you rocking the plaid.
You know, a little something. So, yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be here. What's going on, Bugsy?
What's up, the Sun?
Not much, family. Not much. Good to see you.
Always good to be seen, not viewed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, let's see. To my people of ash and soot, we know fire. Lit gunpowder turned kin into kindling, ritual burial, the residue for resistance, the rest taken in shackles and bundled on cargo ships. Anyone that knew how combustible colonization was sought water as refuge. Those left were set in the sun like stacked wood in the living room of white supremacy. Overseers like chimney sweeps, making sure the notes sung never reach heaven, or sent signals to those in the woods who knew how to read the message along the skyline. We know burning, because devils ain't never cared what they put kerosene on. Just as long as they get to see the fire, get to see the flames, lit match to body, Molotov cocktail the house, bombed the building. What else can you say about those who set crosses ablaze in front of the blessed, like they trying to sear away the truth that melanin was crucified for their sins? Sometimes I think we got stuck with a white Jesus because he needed to be wrapped in gauze from the 3rd-degree burns. We know ash and soot can script prophecy in the smoke. See, the deadening is the promise of renewal. No, we got a covenant with the earth, and it will always help us turn desolation into ceremony. Just got to give our incandescent dreams back to the mother who helped inspire them. Sit at her feet as she teaches us to cook a phoenix from scraps and lay spread new hope like Resurrection Sunday. Because ain't we the ones who raised glory in the clearing and called that a church? That everywhere we are is a sanctuary, every breath is a gospel. We get so dressed for Easter service because the ongoing will to rebuild deserves celebration. It's coded affirmation. Like them spirituals taught us how to get through this pageantry, tells us how to get on. Just think about the black and gray we cover ourselves in to send our beloved gone home. Don't it seem so fitting for us? I've always wondered why the church house smelt smoldering, why the wailing sounded like sirens, why the tears and held hands and I love you seem so necessary. Soil got to be treated for a new blossoming, and we know what it is the work feels around here. Know what it means to call magic from the dark. Know what it looks like to build from brimstone. Hell, they still mad they made us craft this America and we didn't pyramid the empire in appropriate astronomy. So they shooting stars, trying to understand the resilience of the night sky. They believe they can win with fire. But ain't no blaze gonna take our brilliance, can't take our purpose, can't erase our impact, can't remove our importance. We still gonna know joy, still gonna cry and laugh. We still gonna create family and survival manuals. We still gonna dance with the same legs that crumble in misery, still gonna succeed in the same madness they revel in. Live full, be so powerful. We children of the sun will never be afraid of the fire because we resilient, wonderful, crafted Genesis chapter 1, verse 2 will consistently come through with the light. Thank y'all.
Yo,
Awesome.
thank you, God.
Awesome.
And I was sitting here in the dark, man. You came through with the light. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
So the Sun, you got some books out. So how can we find your product? Well, how can we find you? like what's your info? What makes you reachable? Tell us what's your reachable status.
Oh, it's simple. It's Desana Hanu. I'm the only one with this name, so if you type in both, gotta type in both now. Type in Desana Hanu, you can find everything. My website's desanahanu.com. My merch is desanahanustore.com, and the new book is called Shackled Freedom: Black Living in the Modern American South. That's the latest collection of poetry. So it's available everywhere. You can go grab that, man. So definitely, long as you look for my name, it's me. If you see somebody else that don't look like me but got this name, let me know.
Could you please type the name in the chat? So
I sure will.
Some of us, I know this witch who potion never worked because she spelled wrong. Y'all so crazy. So crazy. All right, next on the mic, we got Matt representing the bottle. Go ahead, do your thing, Matt.
Yeah, bro. We all this craziness going on, and how y'all doing? Back talk?
Talk back.
All right.
Back.
All right. All this craziness going on at the Capitol and everything, and I keep on thinking about Talon AC piece, so I'm gonna do that tonight. One of the most peculiar things about life is how often some folks still look at me like I don't have a right to exist. And in my soul, I walk up into those venues, kick in the door, bull guard the stage, and pull out an afro pick. Tape it to the mic and say things like, I ain't got poems about moons or stars, ice, or 16 bars. You see, I live for life and not for fancy cars. And the reason my poetry rhymes because I started out with yes, yo's and continue. It'd be like I only know what it'd be like to see light break through yonder's window when the venue was a jail cell. Some cat was sweating me for my margarine sandwich and my cold cup of coffee. And I'm like, yo, you got to back up off me and pour my coffee on the floor. See, life is hard time from Calabar to Pakistan, and you don't have to go to Jakarta to find sweatshops. They got them in New York, back in the deep bowels of the canal streets and the deep bowels of the Bowery. And I once heard a woman say that she was trying to send clothes in South Africa when I know there was at least one homeless woman shut about a mile from me. So I've been brushing my teeth with newspaper clippings, hoping that you all may hear me more clearly and gargling with the bloody words of modern revolutionary, so my forms don't be mistaken for theory. If it's a Cofus to Dallas, I can still see the rolls of Borealis, and when they try to tell me that a sister is callous in my light, all I see is a queen that just want to be loved. So hold tight, Makita. I'm about to save you from Solomon and let your way back like a halogen. And who needs songs when we got poems to get you open like the cesarean? And I'll be that vegetarian that only sees you. And yes, I'll put you on that pedestal. And for some, this may be their first lifetime. But you could transform your soul like mine, and we can live together forever in heaven. Peace. Back talk.
Talk back.
Talk back.
Talk back.
All right.
I'm trying to return a text. So man, how the weather down there in Miami?
Well, we good. We back to normal. You know, we've been dropping down to, I think the coldest it got was like in the 40s, or at one point, but now we back up. We back up to our regular 70s, 80s. So we good.
So you trying to tell me it was 45 in Miami? Because I heard that's where he at now.
Oh well, I'm actually in between Boca and Palm Beach.
I can change. So you trying to tell me it was 45 in Boca? Because I heard that's where he at now.
I'm slow, but I got you.
I had to play that Trump call. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I got you. I'm slow, but I got you.
Everybody can't be
you always hear us in the dome, bro.
Everybody can't be track star. Just keep on moving, though. Just keep on moving.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been working hard, and I'm practically working 2 full-time jobs right now. So that's probably why you guys haven't seen me as much.
Make that money, man. Make that money.
I'm trying to get it, brother. I gotta go.
All right, next on the map.
It's always a pleasure, man. Y'all be doing y'all thing on here, and that brother with the daughter, what was her name? Her name again?
Her name is Queen Ayana.
Queen Ayana. Oh
And
man.
the queen is spelled with a Q.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I mean that was, I felt that, man. That was, I love that. So yeah, let's keep this thing going, Keith. Well, I appreciate you, brother.
We appreciate you too.
Alrighty. But I
All
haven't
right,
even been home from work yet, so I'm about to sign off and head on home now.
you ain't got to sign off the head home. Just turn the video off and listen, man.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that. So yeah, I'll be on with the feet. You got a feature tonight, right?
Yeah, he come on around about. I told him 9:30, but I'm gonna do it like 9:29 and 30 seconds. I'll bring him up a little early.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hang on. All right, I'm gonna hang on.
And send the link with some
Appreciate you
poets,
guys.
man. Spread the word. Let's get them on here.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
All right.
All right. Next on the map, we got Karen. Y'all show Karen some love.
All right, Karen.
What's up,
Hey,
my brother? Hey, Karen.
how you doing?
You all right? Go and do your thing.
Okay. All right. I have been determined to succeed since I was the age of 5. And yes, I've had some setbacks, but I will keep striving every day that I am alive. So if you come to me with foolishness, don't be surprised if I laugh in your face. See, I have no time for drama because I have been signed, sealed, and delivered by grace. See, I am not just simply phenomenal. I am phenomenal times 3. When I see a mountain, I command that mountain to move. And when I hear a song, I don't dance to their beat. I create my own groove. See, some of you prefer the stillness of a lake, but me, I prefer the vastness of an ocean, watching the waves give and take. See, I am not just simply phenomenal. I am phenomenal times 3. Just like you, I have been disrespected and the object of somebody else's lies. Have laughed when I wanted to cry and allowed fear to let opportunities pass me by. But God, see, God gave me strength to shake it off and pack it under my feet, to laugh when I want to cry and to withstand any type of heat. See, I am not just simply phenomenal. I am phenomenal times 3. I am a good friend, a great sister, an amazing mother, and a show enough good lover. I can spend my Saturdays standing tall or with my face buried under the covers. See, I've been told, baby, you cute in the face, but you a little thick in the waist. And I keep wondering, is that you being nice to me or your chance to be mean to my face? See, I know this world. This world will prefer, I say, some mild-mannered princess. But baby, I stand before you a bold, full-figured queen. See, I am not just simply phenomenal. I am, we are, you are phenomenal times 3. Thank y'all.
Y'all always trying to multiply stuff, and I like it. Math is my favorite subject till I got the geometry. So,
Thank
Karen, do you have any product, a book, a CD?
Actually, I have 2 books. One of them is called An Affair of the Mind, the thoughts and feelings of a one-time love affair, a one-sided love affair. It's a little poetry, just something you go through when you're looking at all the sides of a relationship. And one is called Girlfriend Moments, and it's basically the conversations that you and your girlfriends have when you're just discussing life. So, yeah.
That's what's up. So, put your information in the chat so we can find you. And put your product, how they can reach your product as well. All right.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So we're gonna take a little break because Lunchbox is on the mic next. Y'all show us some love, Lunchbox. Ain't no break.
Shalom, shalom. Can y'all hear me?
Hear you well.
Hey, loud and clear. Peace. Ain't no break. This is the break. It's time to break the chain, though. I'm talking Django. Make them John Doe. Star gotta shine, sun, moon gotta glow. Cruising through the streets, light green, I gotta go. Speaking power to the people, gotta let them know. Cause if this life is a movie, then put on a show. That's why I'm stunning, gunning, running like a Navajo. And yeah, I only speak the truth, speak only actual. And I get dirty every single time I work the earth. I'm giving flowers water wetter than this fucking verse. Rainfall to quench the thirst. Your mama giving birth. Gone till November, so cold I need an extra shirt. On your birthday, ask your mama just how much it hurt. She gave her all, and all the law, your mama put you first. It hurt her worse to see you crying, lying in a hearse. His mama's hurting worse. These are the weapons for war. What you waiting for? Beats and the words to a song. Let's get it going on. These are the weapons for war. What you waiting for? Beats and the words to a song. Let's get it going on. Bible on the dash, pockets full of cash flow. Yeah, I got a job and I'm working like a backhoe. What you think I rap for? To push a fucking rap for? I walk to work. One more reason I'm the man for. The man for the job, the man for the mission. Hope Obama got spare change and a wealth of wishing. Sometimes I think it feel like God's gone fishing, and I'll be walking through hell or is it nuclear fishing. Listen, light shining of the third day, check the wordplay. I am what words do. Don't trust what people's words say. They deceive like the serpents tempting Eve. There is only one God. That is all we perceive. Everything in life, all in the universe. Shout out to Angela. She used to be my universe. I do this for all the humans. This is a human verse. And for the record, I'll take a Guinness. I'm a human first. These are the weapons for war. What you waiting for? Beats and the words to a song. Let's get it going on. These are the weapons for war. What you waiting for? Beats and the words to a song. Let's get it going on. I'm cruising through the trees. I'm blowing like the breeze. So hot I make them melt. So cold I make them freeze. I get what you believe, but y'all been deceived. One day we will be judged in justice with our deeds. Start a business, kid. Don't tell me what you should have did. Adam, Eve, lunch breeze blowing in the wind. This the end of the verse, because I forgot the rest. And for the record, that all of y'all should be blessed. Every time, we all been stressed out here. There's a whole mechanism to cause human beings stress right now. So a lot of times, just take a deep breath about 5 to 7 seconds in and just breathe. And I like to let it out with a it's good vibrations. Shout out to Baba Kamal, Dr. Nord.
Lunchbox. Somebody said they wrote by your house. They said you doing push-ups by the window before you got on. That's true?
No, I just got off of work, man.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, Southern Muscle. Y'all show Lunchbox some love.
Hey, man, and I do have a business too, man. If y'all need work done around your house, give me a call, man, for an affordable rate. Y'all know, whatever work y'all need, if it's in my capabilities, if I got the tool set, or I probably know someone that can do it, so we make it work,
What kind of work?
Man, housework, man, maintenance work. Right. I do painting, I do drywall, I do light electrical, I do plumbing, pretty much what y'all need, man. Basic home stuff, And if I need some meals, I can cook too, but basically home repair type stuff, home maintenance.
That's what's up. Advertise, get that business. All right, next on the mic, we got Miss Linda B. That's Linda with an L. Y'all show us some love, Linda with an L. And before she starts, she's going to shout out our sponsors.
Shout out to our sponsors. Who are they, Keith?
They're I text them to you. Look on your text. They're on the flyer. My bad.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got it.
There we go. There we go.
Shout out to our sponsors, Piggly Wiggly, Decadent Delights, Dixon Courier Service, Fashion Fetish, Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, and the Law Office of Craig J. Brown, PA. Whew, okay.
And those all minority businesses doing it big.
Oh, period. Set me up for the okie doke. Whew. Let's see. I'm gonna do 2, Keith. That's cool.
You doing one this week, one next week?
Yep.
All right. Well, if you want to do 2, do one now and do one after the feature.
Sounds good.
All right. And thank you for wanting to do 2. And she's actually our feature of the last week in May. In March. She has a book coming out. So we got a lot of people that's going to be featuring on here tonight. So don't do your thing.
Bernice was a seamstress. She hemmed pant legs and mended holes to shorten the inseam between looking better and feeling better. Upcycled inexpensive clothes, trading their wear and tear for glitz and glam. She sewed together the shredded fabric of her family with home-cooked meals to feed her 7 children, wanting better for her 7 children with only $7 to her name. She always said, just because you are poor does not mean you have to look like it. It is because of Granny's needle and thread, the sweat on her brow and love in her heart that my mama was able to rip the seams on the glass ceiling in her neighborhood, remove the tape from her mouth so she can measure the resonance of her power, and put a thimble over her mind so she can protect against the pins of society trying to hold her in her place. Marcia is an educator. She solves problems more difficult than the time it takes 2 trains traveling toward each other to collide, more complex than instilling the formula for overcoming gender stereotypes and inequality. She discusses hyperboles, similes, and metaphors, and the importance of editing your present by punctuating your past and highlighting your future, tears up the paper trail of my trouble, supports my starring role in my therapist chair, acting the part of strong, never in need of anyone. She guided my mind and prepared me for battles I didn't even know I would have to fight, and empowered my emotional education. It is because of mommy's pencils that I am able to trace my capabilities. It is because of her lessons that I am able to challenge my weaknesses. It is because of her hemmed and upcycled pants, that $5 shirt, $2 worth of thread, the sweat on her brow and love in her heart, that I am armed for war. Bernice was a seamstress. Marcia is an educator. Linda is a striver. I am because she was. I am because she is. I am a mother's love. Thank you.
Thank you. So can you sew, Linda?
I wouldn't say I can sew, but if a button fall off, I'm okay. If I get a hole in some shit, I'm okay because I can fix it. But I would not say I can sew.
Oh, all right. So I know this 13-year-old, her mom want to get her in the sewing class, so that's what made I was actually serious when I said. But I like the answer. So a shirt ain't never without a button. It's a T-shirt. But y'all show Linda some love. You have a book coming out, so you will have product real soon.
Yep, book coming out March 23rd. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's day in, day out 12. I'll put it in the chat. That's where information about the book will be. Love to you, Karen. My Cash App is now my name. right down here, right here. Boop, boop, boop. All right, thank y'all.
So y'all show Linda some love. So next we got Mr. Calvin Marshall. He's gonna be followed by Ebony. So Calvin, you gonna do
Love.
the thing tonight?
Yo, yo, yo. Y'all can see me? Nah, probably not. Okay, y'all can see me.
Now we can. You got his dashiki on.
Yeah. This before I go to my job. I gotta get on the road soon. So
Okay,
Keith.
Capitol Police. Okay, Capitol Police. Protect the nation now. Protect the nation.
Keep you wild. Okay. I can remember the good old days. The days where you used to get off the school bus, go into the door of your house and smell the food what mom was cooking. The good old days. Where every Black family came to the house and you had to sit at the table just to hear what they had to say. The good old days. Where all the first cousins, second cousins, third, fourths, and fifths come in just to get a plate, but there was 2 tables. Don't you dare sit at the adult table, because they'll cuss you out right in your face. The good old days. Where you smell the chicken and mom used her special recipe, and no matter how many times you look at the pot, she still wouldn't tell you. The good old days. Collard greens, orange juice, lemonade, that sweet something in that cup to make all the grown-ups go, hey, the good old days. And every generation passed down. I remember every story my mom, my auntie, and my dad told me now until I was probably 13. And when I looked to the left of me, I seen my uncle was no longer there, because all them drinks that he took down and he pulled up in his cup took him away. My uncle got stage 4 cancer and died right in front of my face. The good old days. I remember my auntie staying over there for 3 days, and on the 4th day, she was in the hospital, and I'm the one who called the ambulance to come save. The good old days. I remember my mom and dad fussing all night because my dad was infidelity. I can understand why he wasn't coming home at night. The good old days, where my Lord made me the way I am and gave me something I can't get rid of, because my health issue is something that's like my shadow, and it doesn't go away when the sun goes down. The good old days. And I'm the only adult at the table now. And I can't tell my generational stories to no children that I don't have. And my aunties and uncles that are not there no more. The good old days are not the good days anymore. They're just sad and depressing, because the memory is just that, the past. And I can't think about it now. The good old days. Oh, that's that poem. Fat talk.
Talk back. Mr.
Talk
Calvin.
back.
Calvin.
Yeah, man. Good poem, bro.
And
Appreciate it.
Kevin got a government job, but Kevin is also an entrepreneur. He has books of poetry, and he's also a photographer. So if y'all need a photographer, y'all hit him up.
Yeah, I also cut your grass if y'all need it. You know what I mean? I come through quick, lawnmower in the back of my car. We get it popping.
That type of grass. I thought you were talking about the other type of grass. People don't cut grass no more. They roll that thing up. But y'all so Kevin some
All right, thank y'all.
we finna leave Tallahassee and mosey on down to Mobile, Alabama. Y'all supposed to love Ebony.
Hey.
Now you know we down in the state of Mississippi around here.
Well, from where I'm at, I gotta go through I gotta be Mobile to get to Mississippi. All right.
Oh yeah. I heard one time that if you come through Miles Point, if you blink too fast, you might miss it. So you know, I understand.
If you blink too slow, you might as well not even go. Hey, but before you start,
okay.
I heard you drop the CD.
It ain't dropped yet. They just heard the tracks, man. They let the cat out the bag.
When you gonna drop that thing?
Trying to be strategic about it. You know, I'm a perfectionist, so I don't want to just drop just anything. You know, I'm looking at March. I'm looking at March, but this is not something I'm just trying to let out till I know it's ready. I gotta
Well-
have that feeling about it.
Well, April just told me that you may drop it in March.
Is that what April said?
Yeah, April said you may drop it in March. She said, "Go ahead, girl."
Okay, we gonna see what April talking about. See if we can make that happen.
Now June hating on you. June telling me she only drop that shit after my birthday.
Oh, you not? Nah, I don't mess with them. Which zodiac sign in June? Gemini? Yeah, I don't do Gemini.
You gotta say it twice. You do that right.
Oh, Gemini.
Yeah, they two-faced. Yeah.
Trying to find this poem. I cannot find it. And I don't want to read it out my phone, man.
What's up, kiddo?
What's up? Y'all got the fam in the spot. Let me find out. Y'all know he was showing me love before I even joined Black on Black Rhyme, like dropping knowledge like ain't nobody's business.
That's what Bugsy do.
I had to come. I wasn't even really trying to spit tonight, but I ain't finna just come through and not spit. I respect the mic at all times.
You shared the flyer before I shared. How the hell did you do that?
I seen it on Instagram and I got so excited. I told you he was dropping knowledge, man. He was schooling me about all things poetic. So I mad respect. And I can't find it.
I see people online trying to see my shirt. Yeah, that's the fam you color Black on Black Rhyme. Y'all know about that right there.
Oh yeah, keep it on the fam. I was in the March 100.
Didn't even come to Black on Black Rhyme when you was there, but that's cool.
Cause I ain't know. Hey, I'm gonna just let you know when you in the 100, it's all. That's all.
They say 99 and a half won't do. You gotta be 100. So I understand.
Oh yeah, 150.
That's what I'm talking about. Get them numbers up.
I guess it ain't meant for me to do this poem tonight, so I'm gonna just do something old because I don't see this thing.
Do something you did at the Soul Sister Slam.
Okay. I feel like I do them poems all the time, but okay.
It don't matter. We want to hear it all the time.
All the time.
CD ain't dropped yet.
Brand new to me. Let's go.
Well, you know what? Just because it's you, I'm gonna do my signature piece because you've never heard me do it. So yeah, I'll do that. Let me get my mind right because I was all happy and shit.
Get your mind right, then get your rhyme right. We got our time right.
Dear Mama, I love you so much more than my heart could ever spare. We've shared a lifetime of beautiful memories, yet somehow it can never compare. Growing up, you were my eyes, my ears, my air. But as good as it was, my life felt incomplete without my daddy being there. I missed him so much that in adulthood, I dated men that in some way, shape, or form reminded me of him. Even when it's forced to date a man that had the exact same name as him. He adored me in ways I felt my father would have. Seemed to love everything about me, noticed the smallest intricate details. More importantly, he made me laugh. But somewhere along a year, those laughs disappeared and the same problems that you said you and my daddy had appeared. Slowly but surely, fights were. I thought about leaving so many times, but he said he couldn't live without me and that he loved me. Well, I didn't get it then, but I definitely get it now. Every who, what, when, where, and why that I asked you slowly transformed into asking myself, how? How could I allow the tears that you cried years before our souls locked eyes to inevitably be born again from your womb? How could I allow the pain that you warned me of, every kiss and every hug to become blisters and bruises, manifestations of what I was to consume? I thought loving a man more than I loved myself was loyalty, and that was the one thing my father would never give you or me. I have a void for the love my father chose not to give, searching for love, going from man to man, while the void grew deeper still. So I dreamed about it, about how I would give it, not worrying about whether or not I would receive it. You see, I lost my chances of being daddy's little princess, but all could be forgiven if only I found a man willing to show me how it felt to feel like a woman. Before the umbilical cord was cut and I was labeled a bastard, my love life was doomed. Mama, your attempts to protect me became the fairy tales I envisioned, trapping me inside an ancestral loop. Sometimes I wonder if I cried the day he left, because if I didn't, that would explain why I have a lifetime of tears kept comforting me in case I ever ran out, because while I was entwined with the waters of your womb, became emotionally connected to every tear you allowed to see through. I'm realizing that although I was ashamed of what my daddy did to you, I somehow allowed him and so many others to do the same to me. And just like you, it was almost time to harvest this man's seed before I had the sense literally knocked back into me. After all, I am my mother's child. And just like my mother, I had to realize that if I couldn't leave for me, I had to leave for my unborn child.
Let go.
Yeah, that's that bump right there. Back talk, step to the mic, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah. Tierra, you performing tonight? Tierra,
Me? No.
you sure? Somebody told me to call you up.
You can call on me a little later. I might have a different.
We'll call you after the feature, and we'll call X up after the feature. He was next, but he said he on the bus, so we're gonna when he gets
Okay.
the bus, call him up. So we're gonna call up Mr. Nick Austin one more time, and then we're gonna bring up our feature for the night. And poets, please put your cash app and your contact information or any product you got in the chat, so the world can see how you can be reached. Make yourself reachable. Make yourself reachable. So Nick, don't do that thing. Nick probably on the toilet, write some new shit.
Nice.
I see Queen. Queen, you want to do anything before we call the feature up?
No, thank you.
All right. So you know what that means, Bugsy?
What's good, family?
Nick ain't paying attention. Queen said, "Go get to the king on the throne." That's you. So
right.
next on this night, y'all, we got all the way from upstate to mid-state to Florida. Y'all showing some love coming down the car with the Bugsy and Calhoun finna drop some poetic tune for your ears to smile.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Peace and blessings to all those in the sound of my voice. My name is Bugsy Calhoun. Thank y'all for everything, for listening, for joining us here. Love y'all so very much. Everybody that's showing love that hopped on the live. I'm wearing this tribe shirt from the Bus Boys. It represents my new family. Me and Miss Karen Joyner, that's my fiance, soon wife to be. I wanted to say thank you to her for hopping on here and just showing me love and supporting me as always. I'm gonna do a few pieces and I'm gonna get out your way. Thank you, Keith, for everything, man, for all the love you showed me from the time I reached out to you and before then, from the beginning, man. I appreciate you. I started like this. The day event for me. I spit symphonies filled with symmetry. To paint pictures of how our people are still viewed as public enemy. Fuck the 45th president. His position is irrelevant. In the beginning, it was the word from a beast that resembled an elephant. Miles to go before I sleep. Don't drown, the flow is deep. Betty's baby boy forever represent for Bergen Street. Let it be known I spit flows and poems with the elite. I'm Brooklyn's own. Yeah, I'm known for toting heat. Let's discuss. Every stage I've crushed. South Cat been on my back since the days of Hush. You can't spell Bugsy without the you and the us. Back talk for anybody that got something to discuss. The Most High supply any word I bust. I stand by his word, so in God I trust. From the womb to the tomb, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Immortal lyrics allow me to live forever in every life I've touched. And that's that verse right there.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna read a few pieces and I'm gonna spit a few pieces, and I hope y'all enjoy the pieces that are. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start off with something that I just wrote, fresh ink. I was very inspired by the young lady Amanda Gorman. She did an amazing job at the inauguration. So I wrote a poem to her, actually in the middle of listening to her poem. So, dear Amanda Gorman, you can't tell me that about the power that we possess to stand before a nation in the same place as Robert Frost and Maya Angelou and profess with tongue and speak a speech to sum up the joy and pain, tears and bloodshed, to orally ode to the oath that was taken to encapsulate with conviction, constructing captivating collaborations of words, to speak power, to speak truth, to speak life to a country torn to pieces, but with the terroristic acts of treacherous bigotry of an apprentice, not president, who played with so many lives, no matter the hue, because only green matters, only green that lined his pockets, green with the envy of our nation, first presidents of African descent, to attempt to beat the Jim Crow into this nation, to leave unceremoniously in a helicopter like a thief in the night, to beat this nation red, white, and blue, to endure insurrections and impeachments, to stand in this place once more, to speak a prophetic word, to be called by the Most High God, to stand before this world. Go in, poets, speak, poets, get free, poets, go in. Be the definition of Black girl magic. Stand with majesty and grace, to be the brave new voice of our generation. Weave with your words the hope and dreams of a king, dreams manifested into reality. Speak for every footstep taken by your ancestors who marched for your liberties. Speak to open the hearts and minds of those who are opposed to your mere presence. Let your words rumble in their eardrums and shake up the world. Continue the legacy of those who came before and those who will come after. Speak, poets, get free, poets, go in. And that's that piece.
Go in, poet, go in.
All right, let's go. There's American flag soaked in American blood for those that died for a country that don't give a damn about them. There are young men and women nowhere near the prime of their years, lives cut short, as well as their limbs, dreams, and collaborations due to the countless wars of the countless tours that they boldly and proudly serve. No parade can hold the shock of your buddy getting blown away. Face to face, now your face is distorted from landmines and hand grenades. Nations where people peacefully stayed are transformed into mass graves from bombs being laid. No. Tragedy is just not Pearl Harbor in the World Trade. It's all over the world. There's people shooting up schools, killing innocent boys and girls, while halfway across the world, little boys and girls are made to be slaves for blood diamonds. I'm telling you, y'all, it makes you want to holler. No amount from FEMA can replace what was lost in Sandy and Katrina, because the last time I checked, life is priceless and nothing can fill a hole in your soul when you see your child laying lifeless. This is a state of emergency. We are a world in crisis. They say these are the last days, so if so, we are the last poets in the revolution. Will be televised on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Even Batman can't save us from rampages in the movie theater. There's revolt in Egypt. There's conflict in Syria. The FBI in New Jersey's made Assad Shakur out to be the new Hitler. The Boston Marathon, there was casualties and victims. Everybody's pointing their fingers. It's the man and he's Illuminati and we're all just products of the system, segregated and separated by race, gender, sexual preference, and religion. On Fox News, everyone spews their views, but no one's listening. And all I see being built is less schools and more prisons. Political pundits and nothing but puppets for sponsoring corporations. There is no 40 acres in a mule. There are no reparations. We're a lost generation, more concerned with World Star than getting an education, more concerned with celebrities while watching Big Brother or the Rat Race, while inner city projects resemble slave ships and sagging pants is the new blackface. Something needs to be done to ease the pain. So freedom fighters that march steps won't be in vain. We're all doomed to face the history of those unjustly slain. Republicans and Democrats are like Bloods and Crips, repping their political gangs, backbiting and backstabbing one another for their own political gain. We're still slaves, free to walk around, but our minds are in chains. I can work a full-time job and still be one check away for bumming for change. Obamacare, no one cares. Healthcare will never change. Bullets rain from the Audubon ballroom rain. Malcolm X's grandson slain. A king's dreams deferred is knowing that the more things change, the more they stay the same. And that's that piece.
Back talk.
Talk back.
Talk back.
Oh, back.
Oh, back.
All right, all right, all right.
You did that.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. So let me get into this next, John. All right. All right, here we go. This poem will not be superficial. This poem will recognize that reparations are past due. This poem will be acknowledgement that sacrifice of our ancestors are present in our present generation. This will feel like Gil Scott-Heron giving honor to Maya Angelou, fueled by the passion of James Baldwin, or ode to Madam Gwendolyn Brooks, Nikki Giovanni, and Paul Laurence Dunbar. This poem will be a freedom song, a new Negro spiritual. We will lift every voice and sing. This poem will be the realization that free at last is still a dream by Dr. King. Is knowing that trouble won't last always, but joy will come in the morning. To understand that Black is beautiful, Black is strong, Black is powerful, Black is resilient, Black is survival by any means necessary. Remember that we were kings and queens before the slave trade, Middle Passage, segregation, and Jim Crow. Black Wall Street, Tuskegee experiment, and Tuskegee experiments, because we be making something from nothing. We be feeding our families with the leftovers of our oppressors. We be innovation, Black inventions, HBCU, Black education, Black girl magic, refined mind, divine nine. We are the culture that you wish you was, the style that you patting yourself after. We are Joe Louis, Jackie Robinson, and Jim Brown, Maya Rudolph, Phyllis Wheatley, and Mary McLeod Bethune. We are Shuttlesworth, Abernathy, Jackson, Young, and Rustin, Miles Davis, Coltrane, Monk, and Bird. We are a love supreme and a dreams deferred. We are first Black president serving 2 terms. This poem is the confirmation that Black lives matter, that Black is the origin that birth nations after. It is I, self, Lord, and master, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, that Black, that there's magic in your melanin, reflection of God in every man. We are more than we shall overcome. Our existence is a testament to everything that we overcame. We're more than any month, more than any color, more than any name. And that's that piece. Y'all good? Y'all still with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's fire.
Right.
All right, all right.
Go ahead, Bugsy, just do it.
Out here blowing flames.
All right, all right. So let's keep going.
Respect.
Keith, I'm gonna let a clip go. I'm gonna let a whole clip go. To the female MC, dedicate this to my cousin Queen Pen. To the female MC, where have you gone? God is taking away your sound. The game with digital and you went underground. All we hear nowadays is Nicki Minaj. Whatever happened to Lady of Rage, Gangsta Boo, and the Boss? Sweet Tea, Nikki D, Bahamadia, and Link Q. To the female MC, come back, we miss you. We missing those days when ladies came first. Queen Latifah, Moni Love represented on the verse. Miss Melody stated she was a born-again rebel. When MC Light bland through the speaker with Roughneck, I had to turn up the bass and adjust the treble. Foxy Brown, Rod Digger, and EVE, and I can't ever forget Little Kim, the Queen Bee. Fox held it down with MOP, and JD wouldn't have blown if it wasn't the helper to be RAT. Conscious Daughters 357 and JJ Fad represented the West Coast with a pen and a pad from South Central low riding and a fofo. Ice Cube said you couldn't play with my yo-yo. See, I understand when Lauryn Hill got miseducated. Some of our female rappers were the truth and some were underrated. They got wiped out and degraded by the gain of the other man's pocket. Example, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj. You see, somebody got to stop it, but you don't because you buy it and you watch it. You want y'all female rappers to shake that thing and push it good, but when they aspire to expire self-expression, it's on the shelf you go and back to your hood. See, the industry won't stand for real lyricists like Sonya Blade, Lady Luck, Remy Ma, and Jean Grey. It's about being the baddest bitch like Trina. It's the personification of cash, cars, and clothes. The implosion from infighting, calling each other bitches and hoes. See, they love when the female MC beef with one another, knowing that y'all representations of our daughters, sisters, and mothers. It was cool to be a gangster bitch and hang with the brothers now. To the female MCs, you barely know y'all names. Y'all misdemeanors in the game, y'all can't stand the rain. Has MC Trouble, MC Light, and Miss Melody's work been in vain? Because today she's plastic like Barbie. No heart, no soul, no brain. To the female MC, you can do it again. Please take your place back in this game and take your place as our rightful queens. If not for me, for hip hop, for Nonchalant, Roxanne, Shantae, and Shy Rock, for my cousin Queen Pen, the 5-footers, and LaShawn, and to all the countless female MCs I didn't list. That's poem. And that's that piece right there. All right.
That was dope as fuck.
Yeah, Buzzy, I see you doing your thing.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Come on,
So,
spit some more.
I keep. I'm gonna do 3 more. Is that all right?
Yeah, just hit it.
Yeah.
Only 3?
All right. This poem right here is called Revelation. Is on my new CD, The Day of Infamy. You can get all my projects on bandcamp.com. Go on www.bandcamp.com, put in Bugsy Calhoun, and all 5 of my CDs are there. Shout out to Big Bailey for helping me put this whole thing together. So it goes a little something like this. Mothers are tired of Black children being made into martyrs from unjust murders. We have been Willie lynched as we were captured from the shores of Africa. White hoods have been traded for Black and blue police uniforms, made it legal to hunt men like me because justice is blind. 13th Amendment in the industrial prison complex is the new slave trade. Mandatory drug sentences equal genocide for people with melanin. Murder by cops equal admin leave with benefits and pensions. Niggas have no color, nor conscience, nor code of conduct. For every Black person killed on camera, there were 20 more who will never get named or hashtag or their last words made into catchphrases to be sold on t-shirts. We have been spinning our wheels for too long. Murder, hashtag, no conviction, riot, repeat. Officer Jim Crow applied chokehold and segregated the life out of his Black body. The color of his skin posed a threat. Hands up, don't shoot, threat. I can't breathe, threat. He was wearing a hoodie, threat. In the confines of my own home, threat. We got soldiers with no leaders. They'll show you better than they can tell you what happened to our leaders. Any man that try to force change has been made a martyr by America's bastard children. I'm fortunate to survive my lynchings. Scared and afraid of those who are supposed to serve and protect. Today, there's too much talk with not enough action. Tired of Facebook and Twitter rants, social media activists, being called the nigga, don't make me one. Unplug and wake up from the matrix. The red and blue pill resemble every police light in the distance. Agent Smith reminds me of every racist cop in existence. I'm afraid for my son, his mother, my daughter, and lastly, myself. Speeches and poems don't make you an activist. Action in your community does. Athletes are willing to speak on Kaepernick taking a knee, but won't take a stand themselves. 45 called them field niggas. Play ball. It is the only time that we can run and not get killed for it. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired. There are no riots without reasons. Protest, reform, and revolt are the seeds of revolution. See, the hate that is made is the hate that you gave. There'll be no change until we change. Freedom from mental slavery, breaking the chains. I pray that we can find a resolution from the ashes of the flames. And that's that piece. Back talk.
Let's go.
Talk back.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate y'all. All right, so I'm gonna do these 2 more. I'm gonna get out y'all way. 3:26 in the morning. No. Matrix. Yeah, Matrix. I'm disconnecting myself from the Matrix. I no longer want to be a part of this fakeness of fraudulent fallacies and facades where phony people front like your friends, but in the end, they pray for your demise. You know these guys. They smile in your face. All the while I want to take your place, the backstabbers, the bum bastards that be where you at to see you grind to try to steal your shine, but they can't do it like me. They can't get it like mine. I'm designed from a mold that's broken, cut from a different cloth. These copies try to do it like me, but I do it like I'm a boss. Yes, I'm original with authentic material. Lines are designed come from a mind manifested from a miracle. So haters, I have no fear of you. Don't like you and don't care for you because this is not a competition. This is more like an exhibition of the inner workings of one's heart, soul, and mind. Sometimes I ask myself, what am I writing for? Because I find myself getting pent against other people that push pens on paper, like-minded, but not like me, you see. My goal and vision for this art form is different. I see spoken word and huge venues with large stages where people come for the word, which will inspire them and leave them in amazement. Yet we barely pack intimate venues with small stages where poets bare their souls and expose their rib cages. It's like if a tree falls in the forest, doesn't make a sound and no one's around to hear it. It's going to take unity and perseverance for spoken word to grow. This is what I'm writing for. This is worth fighting for. So when you see us on the road, this is what we riding for. This is why I live. And yes, this is worth dying for. If you don't believe me, ask 25 the life Tavis Brunson and the homie Will Bell, cuz all the way up to their demise, they kept it real. This is for my spoken word warriors that do this for the love, that come through and represented every spoken word show and club, that come to do a feature for a place to stay or something to eat. They might sell a chapbook, t-shirt, wristband, or CD. They don't sell it for the money, because when you purchase a poet's product, it's like you get a piece of that poet. But why is it poets don't get paid for the poetry they produce? It takes hard work and dedication. The scribe scripts for the edification of man, woman, and child. Meanwhile, coons get cash for shucking and jiving. I know full-time poets that's barely surviving. Something's got to change when we can reach our potential and attain our goals, maintain our integrity, and still keep our souls. And that's that piece. All right.
Oh, all right. That's that piece.
All right, so before I get to this last one, I'm gonna do my signature piece too. I just want to plug and shout everything that's going on. Shout out to the tribe. That's Karen Joyner, that's Hannah Vish, that's D Rebel, that's Chris G, that's Black Wizard. That's pretty much like my ladies, all her people, like all her minions, her younglings. We cultivating young artists, young poets. Her first Hanavis, the creative outcast, will be featuring at our open mic that we do. It's called the Jam Session at the House of Hathor here in Columbia. It'll be February 20th. We have our erotic show, the Red Light Special Erotic Poetry Event, February 6th. We also have another one coming up April 17th. We'll be performing with Israel the Poet. We'll be performing with Intimate Art Team. Shout out to everybody that's in the Carolinas and the surrounding areas that's doing their thing. Two Team, Courtney the Poet, Ain't Right Tribe, everybody that Granny's Boys, everybody that's doing something moving forward with progression with poetry and just artistry and doing something that's just instead of sitting here speaking and running off at the gums, getting out in the street and actually doing something in your community with your words and with your talents. I salute everybody that's doing what they're doing. Once again, I also thank Keith for the opportunity to get on this thing and rock. And I'm gonna finish this thing off with my signature poem called Nostalgia. Like I said, you can find all my projects on bandcamp.com. I told my boy Blues that I'm the Chris Jericho of poetry. I'm the best there is at what I do. There's nobody that does what I do, how I do it, and there will never be. If you don't ever feel like you're the best, then you might as well put your pen down. And if you're not striving to be the best, you might as well put your pen down, because you should be the best at whatever it is that you do. All right, so I'm gonna go like this. I want to go back like playing hide and go seek or Skelly in the street, or when girls play hopscotch with jellies on their feet, and back when we wore 8-ball triple fat Goose members only and starter jackets. Can't forget Hugo Boss, Mecca Maurice Malone, Guess Shoes, then Damage. I want to go back when Will Smith was known as the Fresh Prince and rappers made songs that made sense, and back when we said our prayers before I went to sleep, because I prayed to the Lord my soul he keep on my He-Man Smurf and Sesame Street sheets. I want to take it back in the days, especially Ed had it made and Johnny Kemp just got paid and we had dance battles at the house party like Kid and Play and we played movies like Wild Style, Crush Groove, Breaking, and Beat Street. And we wore a fresh pair of Lottos, Chucks, and Pumas on our feet, back like the origins of hip hop. Fat gold chain and the Casio wristwatch. Troop suit, velour, and feli flip-flops. They playing our Maxell and our TDK tape to our K-pop. Cardboard hit the floor when we break danced and pop lock. When the needle touched the record, you heard mic check 1, 2, and you don't stop. So let's go back in the days of Curtis Blow ruled the world, and damn near everybody and their mama had a Jerry curl. Back like schoolyard fights and riding your dirt bike, and this is how you hollered at that girl you like. Hey, yo, ma, do you like me? Check yes, no, maybe. Because back in the days when I was younger, not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was younger, not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was I want to go back like chasing the ice cream truck down the block and block parties and how your chest burned when you took your first sip of Bacardi at the house party. Wow. Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh sing Lottie Dottie, door knocker earrings, striped shirts, airbrush jeans, and polka dots. Summertime cookouts, pina colada and cherry ices when the icy man came on your block. Boston baked beans, super bubbles, annihilators, sweaters with press-on letters. We did the WAP, the Running Man, the Patty Duke, and the mashed potato. I want to go back when Shell Toes was the best shoe. Watching Saturday morning cartoons, Bugs and Tweety, Dungeons and Dragons, and Scooby-Doo. Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispies, and Hella Sugar, and Captain Crunch. Man, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch. Lee's, Levi's, Jordache, cross colors, and Carl Canars. We used to say words like he's dope, she's whack, he's fresh, she's fly. We played a dozen so bad, we make a little sucker cry. But talk about my mother, and you get punched in your eye. I used to watch the old heads on the corner shoot dice, drink, and get high. I used to watch Dr. J take it to the sky, and then the game changed with Air Jordan came in 85. We used to rock the Caesars with the ball fades, Gumby slopes, flat tops, and corn braids. VD was a sickness before we got hit with HIV AIDS. I'm talking about the Cold War, Reaganomics, and when crack came out. Lolas and Decepticons banged out, and we rocked them belt buckles with our name out. Planet Rock on the Himalaya. Rakim was my favorite rhyme sayer. Listening to Marley Marl and Mr. Magic on my boombox tape player. I'm taking it back like fisherman hats, kangos, and gazelles. When ladies love Cool James was bad, he needed love, and he rocked the bells. Girls used to stand bow-legged with baby powder necks playing double dutch rocking 5411 Reeboks. I remember going to the corner store to buy your Philly blunt and your bamboo paper to roll that joint from the weed spot. I want to go back like red light, green light. Like my first kiss and my first fight. You better bring your ass in this house before they turn on them street lights. Because back in the days when I was younger, not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was younger, not a kid anymore. Some days I sit and wish I was and everybody say, I remember way back when. Everybody say, I remember way back when. Everybody say, I remember way back when. Back in the days, back in the days. Back, tall.
Tall.
Oh,
back.
And that's that.
Back.
And that's that that'll put you at
Oh,
ease.
back.
Yeah.
Salute, salute.
Thank you. But don't forget to put your cash app in the chat one more again. Y'all, please donate to our featured artist
Peace, peace. That's the peace.
in the city where he's at. Please tell him about his events. But you got any closing words, or you already did your closing words?
Just listen, man. My closing words is just look for you in terms of me and you. When I made my pilgrimage to Tallahassee, you know, you showed me nothing but love from the beginning. Reaching out to you in Shadow about Black on Black rhyme. And the same love you showed to me is the same love that like Ebony was telling me, that Karen was telling me, that anybody that knows me, that rocks me with when it comes to doing poetry or putting something or an event together, is something that's already been instilled in me. So, you know what I'm saying? When we came together, we formed like Voltron, man. I really appreciate all the love and just inserting us with y'all and just it all coming together. And I will continue to try to keep the name and keep the spirit of what it is that you built, Paul D built, that Shadow, that Wally B, Ebony Payne, Moses West, Huggy, Lady Tess, Rest Her Soul, all those that really went in and went out for poetry, and also my brother, can't forget him forever because I carry him with me, Tavis Brunson, always with me. I show love and I say thank you, man. Appreciate you, and I'm gonna carry the flag as long as I got breath in my lungs, brother.
And thank you. And that flag, keep waving it, keep waving.
Respect.
We appreciate you too. We appreciate you too. Bugsy Calhoun, y'all show us love. Bugsy Calhoun. All right, next on the mic we got now. This guy, he's on a bus, y'all. I guess he's headed out of town to see family, but he on this call for family too. So y'all show us love. X Xavier English.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
We all right, man.
Y'all
You know,
can
life
hear
is
me? Y'all
life
can
is a greyhound. We trying to ride.
definitely. Y'all can hear me? Or is this
Yeah,
noise?
but you gotta talk a little louder though. Wake them people
Loud
up.
and clear, loud and clear. Taking public transportation. Respect.
Y'all can hear me now? I'm good? I keep sounding good? Hello?
Yeah, but talk louder. Wake them people up.
All right, I got you. All right, so this poem is called Apple of My Eye. Y'all ready?
Yep.
I've grown weary of being a wandering soul that scrolls, trying to satisfy my tendency to browse. And Lord knows my digital footprint can be seen for miles, but you're a monarch butterfly I've been crushing on. And this handheld device plays as you write in my poem, so I'm hoping this butterfly effect is worthwhile. I'm quite fascinated by your reign over iCloud, in sync with my instincts, so I just react with a smile. I see you giving gems from your crown and not just parading it around for the crowd. I hope you never allow it to tilt, trying to adjust to your screen. I notice how you try to scrub the smudge from the mud you rose above, but there's no need to filter it clean because a beauty mark only befits a queen. I dreamed about your milk chocolate pieces shaped buttercup covered skin being the first thing the sun kisses in the AM. Or am I just another him in your life? Just news that feeds into the hype, but not the type that's one to tap it twice. As my character develops decisions for scenes for screenplay, I really want to fill up that apple of ripe, and I have an appetite for your brown sugar that leaves cavities from your sweet and natty. No cap, I get billed until capacity from that Milky Way layer galaxy as I stroll through the universe's gallery. And that's all I got.
That's all you need sometimes, boy. That's all you need. You said that like that wasn't enough.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, guess what, man?
What happened?
Oh, birthday personnel just got on the call.
Who that is?
Ali and Ken, the twins.
Oh yes, sir. Go ahead. Do your thing, brother Ali.
Now, what we finna do, right? We finna say happy birthday to Ali. Are we doing a regular version, all right? The happy birthday to you. All right, the regular version. All right, Ali, this to you, all right? All right. Y'all better sound good, too. That man been waiting all night to hear this right here from us. Everybody else been saying it online. This vocal, this audio. Y'all turn your mics on, everybody. I don't want to be the only one sounding good. All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
And his name Ali. Happy birthday, all right? 1, 2, ready, go. Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear
Ali.
Hallelujah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Yeah,
life.
I'm glad some of y'all muted y'all phone.
Thank y'all.
I thought we were singing Stevie Wonder version.
You want to be hyped? I ain't know the kids will sleep at the house. I ain't want y'all to wake y'all kids up.
Oh, my kids going to Nana's for the weekend. I'm good.
Oh, you said you got some banana pudding. What?
I said my kids going to Nana's for the weekend.
Oh, anytime I hear Nana, I think about banana pudding. Man, I thought you was going to real like you laying in your bed.
Yeah, I'm in here now.
Over here now, I caught the last part of the picture, man. That was hot.
That's what's up. Linda, you ready to do your thing? Hold up. Tierra, you still on here? Yep. Tierra, you ready?
I'm planning on doing a poem tonight.
I thought you said you were gonna do one later.
She did say that. Come on, Tiara.
I thought I heard. I was like, maybe I'm going through. That's the right person.
Yeah, I thought I heard that too.
All right.
And somebody call Nick and wake him up.
Wait.
Man, we don't call you about 5 times, man.
I'm gonna wait now.
All right. So Tierra, you gonna go or you not gonna go? All right. Well, Nick, you up.
I'm sorry. I don't really have it prepared, so I don't have it memorized or anything. And I don't know.
You can read it, but it's all right. No pressure. It's all right. We'll get you in 10 more minutes. Y'all, welcome back to the stage one more time, Mr. Nick Austin.
Yo. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna read a piece. All right. One day, hold on. Everybody muted? Cool. All right. One day, someday, I want to be a dad. And to be honest with you, I want to be one bad because I know I'll be good at it. I want to make a good habit out of making my kids feel wanted and loved. I will always put them in the limelight, and not just years later when they're looking back in hindsight. Our home will be a space where I treat them like the celestial bodies that they shine like. My kids will be my stars, my moon and sun. They will soon become my sources of light when days become night. If I have a boy, I'll make like Apollo and raise my son right. I will quench his thirst for knowledge with my well of wisdom. He will drink until he empties out the whole bottle. I will be his very first role model. As I break down every moment in my life where I stood best or stood less, because I don't want my shadow to be the only Black man that follows in my footsteps. If I have a girl, I will make her my world, constantly lifting her up like Atlas. A dad kiss on her forehead is something she will look forward to. I'll tell her, baby girl, you're beautiful, but I need you to know that there's more to you than just your beauty. As her father, it's my duty to explain that her most valuable asset is her brain. She will do anything but plain. And that goes the same for my son. When it's all said and done, I want to provide both of them with a great example of what a father is. Because there are far too many people out there who have a dad but are still fatherless. This father-ish won't be easy. At least that's what I imagine, because for me, it has yet to happen. But I go to bed every night feeling like the next Aladdin. As I reach for my lamp, I speak 3 wishes. I wish to have a kid. I wish for their good health. And I wish to be a good father, because any man can be a dad if he donates enough XY chromosomes. But a real father never has to ask his ex why his kids are always home alone. I said, any man could be a dad if he donates enough XY chromosomes, but a real father never has to ask his ex why his kids are always home alone, walking around soaking like Macaulay Culkin, and they can't be fixed because their soul is broken, because the same man who gave them half of their DNA also gave them a new meaning for DNA. Dad's never around. And it wasn't until they grew up that they found that they do need affection. So let me ask you a question. Are you really a father if you can't be bothered to be present long enough for your kids to honor? Are you really not bothered that you call yourself father, yet the kids that your father aren't happy that you're their father? Are you really a father or really just a dad? Will you listen to my words or really just get mad? Father versus dad, there's a difference between the two, and I don't think you understand. You see, a dad can make a boy, a father can make a man. A dad can build his daughter a bear, but a father can build her an empire. So God grant me a child and watch me become Lucius, just not quite as ruthless. If my future is fruitless, my life will feel useless. I'm hoping that one day my wife will still use this poem to let my kids know that I will always fight for them, all day and all night for them. When they watch their dad place pen to pad, I want them to know that I write for them. In a world where so many boys and girls get left without fathers, I'm right for them because I will always stay. And I will always say that one day, someday, I want to be a dad. But most importantly of all, I want to be somebody that they can call father. Thank you.
I'm glad you gave birth to that poem.
Yeah. That's right there, boy.
Oh.
You see what I did there? I mean, you see what I did there?
Hey, Keith.
Burst that poem, right?
Hey, Keith, I thought he was gonna say DNA, daddy not available.
You remember your line?
Nah, that was Esperanza.
Oh,
wow.
You don't have some in a great line. She should have been on this call. I'm crediting you for that line. Yeah. And Nick was one of our features last year. And next on the night, we have one of our features from last year as well, Mr. Birthday Man, Mr. Ali, the world's greatest. Boom, bye, yay.
Yeah.
If it's your birthday, you don't do no poem. You just listen.
No, you be the gift.
Hey.
And, you know, us poets, we the gift on our birthday.
We want to bless you, so you got to bless us.
Yeah, sure.
Tell them kids we say, hey.
Seriously, meetings.
I don't know what to do, man.
You can do a poem.
Daddy, why are you on campus?
No, it's not. She think I'm at work.
You are at work, Ali.
Shoot. I gotta think of a poem to do. Hold on. Come back to me, man. I'm drawing a blank. I'm asleep. I'm not asleep, but my mind can't think right now.
All right. Linda, you ready for your second poem? Derek, you ready for your second poem?
Oh, I could be ready now. Sorry, I thought of one.
All right.
All right, bust it.
All right. And we look at him like he's some type of underachiever. We never believe that he received degrees from college or held jobs of white collar. So why bother to think twice when you toss spare change like dice into his bucket? Feeling lucky. Your last dime lands on heads, the nickels on tails. He passes time, sits on his tail with his pail, looks ill, faces pale and tails more like yells, his life story, but still, you want to ask, when did it happen? What was that defining moment when he could no longer afford to eat a meal, decides to swallow his pride, held up this sign, will work for food? God bless. The R in work written backwards, one S on bless. Remnants of a mind dyslexic, so the next time you journey down that highway's exit and do your charitable deed for the week and think that you're better off not to be in his shoes and not due to the holes in the souls of them, but due to the hole in the soul of him. Your statement, please rethink, because through arrogance, you fail to realize that every time you upload a resume, you're actually saying the same thing. Will work for food, slave for food, behave in a particular way at this workplace for food. Meanwhile, Mr. Nobody with a sign reminds you of those African kids where 39 cents a day could work wonders. And since you've never been humble enough to eat from a dumpster, you can't fathom the thought that he doesn't want your skewed and confused views of American dreams. And he refused to be used and lured into living this lavish life of lusting over luxuries, leaving him with leftovers. So no, he doesn't want your house and $100,000 of debt. He can care less about them cars saying $30,000 of debt. He ain't never had a need for a credit card or $10,000 of debt, yet content with this sign owing nobody a dime is priceless. And where he even get the crayons and markers to write these marks on cardboard, subliminal messages, wife and kid left him, ex-Vietnam veteran, his life is better than yours. Because while you bust your ass for $15 an hour, he'll sit on his ass and gets $15 of hour money every hour. And though he happily worked for food, he's been pacified. No, strategize not to, because the highway off-ramps make more than the four-way stops. So like game bangers fight for blocks, the homeless fight for corners, and there ain't nothing better than a red light in the left turn lane on a Sunday morning. Because the Lord loves the cheerful giver. So while you watch your income dwindle from gross to net, to disposable and discretionary, he's learned that life lessons vary and life lessons carry him to the crosswalk of the intersection of 2nd and 9th, or is that really the intersection of the rest of his life? Because that night he decided to never again work for this or work for that or work to pay rent or work to pay tax or work to buy clothes or work to buy shoes. He'd only work for food.
Ooh, but that was one of your first bangers back in the day, right there.
Yeah.
Ali, how can they find your product? And when you come up with a book?
A book like I read.
No, we want to read what you write.
I ain't gonna never write a book, man.
Well, I tell you what, write all your poems down and text them to me, or we'll get your book together. you don't did the hardest part, creating the masterpiece. Let us put it on
audio
and sell it for you.
Man, you sound like my AP be asking me to do lesson plans. I just be winging it, man. I ain't finna write all this stuff down.
You know, Top Flight made a whole lot of money just winging it. Come to the club, you get some big chicken wings, so winging it ain't bad. As long as the plate is good. All right, next on the mic we got Linda. You back on yet? And Ollie, thank you for giving us that gift for your birthday.
Yeah. Peace.
You're welcome.
All right, next on the mic we got 27 South. 27 South, where you at?
27 South.
Back talk.
Talk
back.
What's up, family?
Talk back.
What's up, Polk County?
Oh man, just doing it. Hey man, happy birthday, Ali. Boom baye.
Yeah, I like that haircut, Jay.
I got that from my mentor.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I got that from my roommate.
Yeah, I like that right there, boy.
All right, man. Hey, all is well, family. All is well. All right.
It takes two to make this thing called life. It takes two to make this thing called life. It takes two to make this thing called life. But it takes you to make it out of sight. And God wanna rock right now. And them gods, man, I just came to earth to get down. And all my brothers, we've been internationally known before we was known for rocking microphones. See, God copied our brain to make the microchip. To get God here, we help them build their ships. Now to get where we at, they might need a spaceship. See, our time is now. They just call it an eclipse. But this is spiritual war, so we don't even need clips. I hope y'all hear what I'm saying. Or you better learn to read lips so you can come as you are, or we the stars. I mean, we built perfect. Especially when they start hating on your skin and telling us we imperfect. Because I am the son of the sun, that's why I was raised reflect perfect. That's why I cherish this melanin, despite this hell I'm in. They got all my brothers searching for heaven when it's in the mind of every man, the womb of every sister. Shit, I can feel it when I kiss her. See, my wife, she gave me my first child. I had a brother like wow. So I gave her 3 more sisters. I gave her one for the earth. I gave her one for the fire. I gave her one for the wind. I gave her one for the water because they haven't sent. I mean, that's all 4 elements. I know that God is real. And y'all come and look at this evidence. I mean, all 4 elements. Look at the hands again. All 4 symbols symbolizing this orb I'm in. See, I just call them my daughters because they's the ones that keep me in order. I found my wife and her love. Man, that is my eternal life. And that's way bigger than anything you ever thought of. So I tell them, yeah, anyone can get some money, but my brother too, hey dog, that's for sure. See, now's the time that we find I better have, because today is the day we grow. I said, 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 today is the day we grow. And when I say today, I mean today, Negro, because it takes two to make this thing called life. Hey, come here. It takes two, hey, come here. It takes two to make this thing called life. I mean, it takes two to make this thing called life. It takes two to make this thing called life. But it takes you to come and make it out of sight. Back talk. Salute.
Fall back, Park
Oh,
County.
back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Bree.
No.
Hey.
Hold on, let me do this right. Hey, Jeremy and Bree, Queen Makers.
Hello.
How them girls doing, y'all?
They're doing good.
Oh,
Great,
back.
man.
What's up? That's what's up. Hey,
Great,
Jeremy,
man.
we playing phone tag. You know you're it, right? Because I called you back last, so it's your turn to get me back.
Yeah, man, I'm just moving and grooving, man. Just getting my career back going.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, I had to get my career back going. Somebody had ran into the back of me and messed up my brake light.
You see what's on my neck, right?
Ali don't see it. I see it.
You
I
see
saw
what's
you
on
on
my
there
neck?
too, Mike.
Come on now. We got some unfinished business.
Ali done had a birthday. He done forgot them the old ones. He think them the new ones.
Ali half blind. He can't see anyway.
This right here got some oil stains on it. We've been in corners in this one.
That's what's up, man. Thanks for getting on too.
All right, I'm out, man. Peace.
Hey, before you hold up, don't go nowhere yet. Can we get Terrence Barber on the mic? Terrence, can you hear me? Terrence, you can't hear anything? We'll come back to it. But Terrence, I want him to announce what businesses that he got, and who he is and what he do. It's very informative. All right, but next on the mic, we got anybody. Hold up. We got Mojave Emmy next. Mojave Emmy.
It's Mojave Emi.
Yeah, that's what I said. Mojave Emmy. That's what I said.
Yeah.
after you corrected me.
It's okay.
How you doing?
Peace and blessings, everybody. I
Peace
came
and blessings.
to rock with my brother Bugsy and his fiance Karen. They're part of my people, part of my tribe. And I was aptly impressed. I always wanted to come to a black on black rhyme set. I've never had the chance or pleasure or the privilege to be around such esteemed and astute poets. And I'm very blessed this evening to be sharing this mic with y'all this evening. So thank you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you joining us.
Peace, brother.
Kill it, Fred.
What up, Nick? I was debating on what I should do, but I'm gonna just stick with this. All right. Siren sounded, he seemed astounded, and before long the little black boy got surrounded. Siren sounded, he seemed astounded, and before long the little boy got surrounded, pounded by lead. out he bled, hands up, no slack, being black they shoot. How the lead spoke with his body riddled with holes and bounded smoke. How defensive blue finds nothing true, lies defended his soul grounded. I learned that they extended open season on melanin and anything that lives. Black never matters, extinguishing us like pestilence, like fly swatters, to be put out our light or house squatters. But we did not ask for this life. We are consumed and killed. No winner or sinners. We are getting dropped like chicken dinners, bowed heads because of lead. But I know that we must be a blessing because of meals of chalk outlines with bullets and blood dressing. And I've got to address this light in my child's eyes and tell him that though the world is round and truth is flat, people rather gravity help narrative spin than the guilty stand pat. Because that bitch justice ain't blind but immune to seeing facts. And the only thing that beats poison is love, which counter and acts. And there are no facts, B. No way to go gently into that good night. When bullets don't kill softly, tears might as well